All right, everybody, we're at the ocean today. It's high tide, right at high tide, maybe a little bit past. Noon was high tide. It's about 12:15. It was 12:20, but that's a good high tide. I think it's about almost a 9-foot high tide. And there she is. We got the big motor on her now. You can see the tarpaulin kind of doesn't cover it as well. It sticks out some, but she's anchored out there. And we're going to go out there and do a test run, maybe out to that big ship out there, run around it and come back, see how she runs with the new motor with it raised up 2 more inches, and the new transom, which obviously raises it, is a thing that raises it up 2 more inches. So we will be back with more from my Paradise on Battalion Island. We're going for a boat test. Paradise out.
All right, folks, we're in the 15 horsepower, running it a little bit loud, but we're going faster. We're going 6.3 miles per hour instead of 5.5 to 5.9. The engine is down too low for sure, and the trim, we got it kind of kicked back like that, and it's pushing the front up high, which is what we wanted it up higher, because it was plowing before, plowing through the water. Still front end's pretty low there. I mean, we're on the low side because I'm the fat guy, but you can see we're still plowing through the water here. Oh, they're pulling about a 6-inch draft on this one, but that's not high speed there. There's high speed. See how the front comes up? Front comes up more. Now look at that. We're almost up on plane. Not quite, but when we get a wave, you can see the front fin clearing. There's no water on the front fin. So anyway, we're gonna go back. We're gonna make some adjustments and see what happens. We're gonna adjust the trim angle on this, and we're going to try to make another block here that's higher. This one here is too low. The problem is, though, we need to add some more stainless bar across the back to get it up where we want it. So anyway, like I said, we're heading back. It's a semi-successful test. With the front end up like this, we can hit waves and they just go under us. They don't try to, come over the bow. And so we got some positive results, definitely positive results. You can see where it's twisting this board, pushing it back, twisting the stainless slightly there. And that's probably due to the angle we have. The engine is back here. That's why it pushes the front up so much, but we can straighten it out more and it'll push more forward instead of trying to lift the front. So there we go. We're going back, and we'll be back with more from my Paradise on Battalion Island. And we were going 6 miles an hour, and I don't think, well, I had it at full speed, I think, but my wife had it at less speed, but we were going 6.3 with, we'll see. Well, it's not the final speed, so it's not important. 6.3 was the highest I saw, and I'm not sure if I had it all the way on fast or not. So time will tell, my fellow pirates and swabbies. Paradise out. So anyway, here we are. We're cruising along. The 15 horsepower still needs a little work. It still runs a little erratic, but we're hitting 6.8 miles per hour or 10.2 kilometers per hour, I think is what we did when we were checking kilometers. But the engine, like I said, is still kind of cutting out some a little bit. You can't hear it when you're going fast, but oh yeah, see now here we're hitting some waves. Not even a big deal. Before it was plowing, the front end was way down, and now the back end is down and the front end is up, and we're just sliding up on them, sliding down on them. Also, the interval, before we was, like seesawing. The back would go up and the engine, and then it was really I'm uncomfortable, weird ride. It made you feel weird. But now the back end stays down and the front end stays up, and it just slides up and slides down and slides up and slides down. So we're doing good. We saw 2 bait balls of fish over there on the other side of that boat, and I slowed down some to get my camera out, the one I'm on right now, but couldn't get it. It's in a waterproof pouch, so it was hard to use it. You can't see the screen, the reflection from the plastic pouch. It's kind of a mess. So anyway, yeah, see here we're hitting some bigger waves. And again, as everybody says on YouTube, you can't really see the waves in the camera, but I'd say they're 1 and 1.5 foot rollers. They're just rolling. But you can kind of see us kind of going up and down. But like I said, we're almost getting up where that first skirt or side fin is out of the water completely. Water's under it, not on it. So those are good signs. Here we're starting to roll. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe if you can see the horizon or the tree line or the beach. You can see watch the points go up and down to see how we're rolling. But the Catamaran's laying flat. I mean, it's nice. Even when you hit these, you can stand up. It just doesn't toss you around like if you're in a little Costco boat. Yeah, see, now it's getting a little choppy. And this is minor choppiness here, so we're not really hitting anything rough. But the engine is loud, though. I'm going to put soundproofing on the inside of this here to quiet it down some, because it's coming right out of the engine cover, and they got that rubber mat. In fact, I've got some C-deck. I have some C-deck up. I'll line the inside with that, and that'll quiet it down probably half. So I was wondering what I was going to do with the C-deck, because I really don't want to put it on here. I don't mind laying something on there where I can take it up and clean under it, but I don't want it to glue anything to the deck here right now. I could glue it up there, like across the front, for like an accent or a little trim, like, you know, make it look fancy. But other than that, I don't know what I do with this C-deck. Also, might put some up here, because when you put stuff here, because it's raked and it's epoxy, and epoxy is like slick, I mean like glass, everything tries to slide down. But with this C-deck, it's, you know, got a little rubbery traction type stuff, so we may be able to toss a piece of C-deck in each hole, each front bow. And also that's ramped, so it won't really hold water or set in water ever. We got our raincoat here to cover the boat, so water should never get in here when it's raining or anything like that. We're getting a little glass out right now. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can't really see down in the ocean just yet. It's a little bit deep, but yeah, at any rate, we're cruising. We're doing good. My brother-in-law Lyndon's driving. There's where the engine, we can lift the engine up another 1.5 inches, because it's really down deep right now, and it may really improve the speed, but I gotta, like I said, put the other stainless steel strap on here to hold it. So once I get all that done, then we'll be in kind of tip-top shape as far as physical alignments and adjustments and stuff go. I ordered a coil and a capacitive discharge ignition module for this. We went through the carburetor, compression, changed the lower unit oil, changed the fuel filter out, every little part that we could change on a maintenance type basis we've changed. Like I said, cleaned the carburetor 2 times just to make sure it was good. And but it's still got erratic running. I think though, now that we're driving it now, I think it needed to run something, to just kind of blow out crap or something, because it hadn't run in 2 years. So maybe it's, you know, just needed to run. Who knows? But yeah, this is nice. We're cruising along, not speedboat, but you know, if you want to go somewhere, go fishing, you know, down the beach, down there. I wouldn't take this on a 100-mile trip, even though it's got to go 100 miles to get back to Battalion. We're going to tow it, and with the tarpaulin on, so we don't have to babysit big waves come or what, because we got to cross some big seas. But we're going to double up. We're going to put this on the Catamaran. We got a mount made, stainless steel mount made for it too. So we're going to put that on there, and then we'll be have 30 horsepower total for the Catamaran, and hopefully that'll be plenty to get her going, keep her going. So anyway, we'll be back with more. We're coming back into the home stretch, be acting more from my Paradise. I've been tying him out of there, and he doesn't know to not go over the anchor line, so I'm going to drive Paradise out.